How much money do you want? What are the things you wish to achieve in your life? Now, here's the thing. Earlier this week, I watched this video on Kevin Edwards Jr. talking about the cost of owning a Lamborghini. Now, I didn't think much of it, but I thought there was something to retrieve from this content. At one point in my life, I thought that I needed to own a Lamborghini. I didn't know what that meant, but I knew it meant something that I thought I wanted. So then he broke down the cost of owning one, the maintenance, the fuel, and most importantly, the insurance. And then I realized, I don't know if I really want the Lamborghini. Now, what I did learn in this entire video is that the power of the transparency. It really wasn't the Lamborghini I wanted to know about. I wanted to know if he was going to be honest and vulnerable with the numbers it costs to own such a beautiful piece of machinery. And he was. And I liked it and I appreciate it. But then I thought, is there a way I can replicate that same level of transparency with my community? And I said, yes, there is. Now, fast forward to this week. This past week, I've shot with somebody that I met on Instagram. Her name is Lala. It was really cool photo shoot. Got the chance to practice my lighting, got a chance to practice my flash. I got to take pictures of her with her Mustang. And I thought it was a pretty cool situation for me to just get back into my photography bag. You actually, if you want to see more from that photo shoot, feel free to go to cone.firm, and I have some of the pictures from that shoot posted. However, in our discussion, I realized that, hey, there's some things that even though we're so different, there's a lot of common threads that we share between the two of us. And it's actually the discussion of finance. See, what's interesting about Lala is that one may not know, but she likes to work. And I also am a person who likes to work. But then when we were talking about working, we were talking about the different streams of revenue and how to acquire it. But also we talked about how we spend our money. Now, by no stretch of form, I'm not on Lala's level. But what I did learn is that how I stretch a dollar is a little bit different than everyone else. So then I had to reach my third level of transparency, which is, let me show y'all my real numbers and how much money I really make. In this process, I'm hoping that somebody out there, because I commonly get asked the question, yo, Muhammad, how do you go about it? How do you make your money? How do you do what you do? And the cool part about where I'm at right now, about being broke, is the fact that no one really talks about the struggles or the joys of being in this financial position. And I'm willing to have this conversation with you right now. So this is what I got. Okay. So before we actually cover any type of how much money I'm making, first thing we have to cover is expenses. My monthly expenses consist of food and groceries, gas, insurance, life insurance, rent, Wi-Fi, and car insurance. I spend a lot of my time insuring my life because I don't want any issues in the future. However, in this process, it does cost money. So let's actually start at number one, which is food. Food, I spend anywhere from $150 to $300 a month on food. Why so much, you may ask? Well, I like to eat 3 meals a day, every day. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Also like to have 2 cups of coffee and a smoothie every single day. So when you break it all down, I spend less than $3 a meal on my food. So I don't mind my budget on food at maxing out at $300. Secondly, gas. I spend about $80 a week because I drive a Jeep Liberty. So it leaves me around $300 to $350 a month in just gas. It's expensive. Yes, I know, but we're going to get there. So far we're at $600 some dollars. Now we have insurance. Now, my car insurance is about $110. I go through AAA. Maybe I can find something cheaper. I don't really know. I just trust it because I've been there for so long, so I just keep it. But that's another conversation. Then I have my life insurance policy. I spend about $100 a month on my life insurance because guess what? I do a lot of things that could put my body at danger, and I never want to take on the expense of my bearing or anything that may happen. I don't want to pass it on to my parents. So I say the least I can do is cover my own life insurance policy. Next is most importantly, which is rent. Rent, it will be running me at the top of December about $550 to $600 a month. Why does it vary? Because I'm contemplating on getting another room as the office space because we're running kind of tight here because of the pop-up in the garage. Then I have Wi-Fi. Because I like to be and upload my videos on my own Wi-Fi and stream and all that, I gotta have my own Wi-Fi. So that'll run me about $75 a month. That gets expensive. I'm fully aware of it. In this entire process, it'll give you a grand total of $1,500 per month. Now here's the thing. I don't make that much. I don't make that much money. I work right now at a job about an 8 to 5 like everybody else, and I make somewhere around maybe $600 bi-weekly. So I make only about $1,200 to $1,300 a month at $15 an hour, yada, yada, yada. You can do that math yourself. However, in that process, as you can really see, that the deficit of about $200 to $300 every month. So then somebody will ask me, well, Muhammad, why do you work so hard? Well, I work so hard for just this bare reason alone. If I don't work hard, I'm going to be $300 short every month on my everyday expenses. I work hard for the sole reason anybody else does. See, what people don't understand is that for young entrepreneurs like me, we spend every dollar investing back into the brand. We don't buy anything new. We don't have any new gear, no new clothes, no new nothing. So I give you this long drawn out video and tell you my finances and tell you what's going on in my life. because I want every young entrepreneur out there to also understand it's going to be okay. It's going to be all right. You just have to trust your process and trust what you're trying to do with it.